You better like it.
I would just say ignore chat altogether. I'm just kidding. I mean, they already said F in chat because of my hair. Jesus Christ.
Did they say that today already?
Actually, I don't know.
It was last time when he just revealed his hair.
Wow.
You mother flower. Her hair is good, Lewis.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure it's not in my eyes all the time. Are y'all just mimicking me at this point?
No, now you made me want to fix my hair.
Nobody cut your hair is okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Otherworld of Pop Culture Podcast. I'm CJ, and with me tonight for this episode, we got Lewis, Susan, Mike, and Jess. How is everybody today?
Good, how are you?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Flooring sucks.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're moving.
Yeah, I'm in the process of moving to a different part of my house, and actually, as we speak, my dad's actually still doing the floor because he's at this moment because he's very passionate about finishing the floor today. And then like when I came home from work, he was like pretty much almost done, and actually my sister is helping him right now too. So I was just like, I want to help, but I have other engagements. But yeah, we're pretty much done. I think it's just like the back half. Yes, it's just the back half. It looks really good though. I can't wait for move my stuff in.
Cool.
Actually, I still need to do my wall, and the breakaway from the other room, because technically I'm taking over the great room. Yeah, the great room, and then like half of the dining room, because I'm selfish.
You need your privacy. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, the only real problem in the room was it's mainly where we have shelving, but like it has like little windows. So like I would have my bed literally on across the side. There'll be like little windows like for the shelving, so I could literally just peek in. Like
You get curtains like I did.
no, we're gonna patch it up at some point, but for now, anyone like passing through the kitchen, they're just like, what is he doing? They be creeping.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey there. How you doing?
How you doing?
Or so, here's Johnny. Okay,
we have company over.
Oh my god. I can't switch scenes. I can't do the. Never mind. Anyways, I took way too long for the first banter. I'm sorry, guys.
All good.
All right. So, what's on this episode's agenda? Mike, shall we?
Well, for those of you who are new to our channel or who have watched the show, to which I say I applaud you for sticking around this long.
Applaud you for listening.
I applaud you for listening. We usually talk about food on this channel because we love food, and we usually get hungry before, during, and after we record the show.
I think there was one episode where like literally some of us were eating as we were doing this.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the last.
I feel it was the last episode. I don't remember.
It was Mexican candy, I think.
Yes, it was actually. Yeah.
All right. But that leads to our big food battle of this year: noodles versus pasta.
With this, I need a definition for each one.
So
yes,
Google on the country guide, and for our Canadian views as well. This is off the countryguide.ca website, which says noodles and pasta differ primarily because of their ingredients and the type of processing involved. They say noodles are usually made with a flour milled of common wheat. Pasta is processed from durum salmonella. I don't think I'm saying that correctly, but I'm trying.
No,
I was
you're
like,
right.
Okay. Which is coarser than typical flour. However, the difference is that difference is not always so cut and dried. So
Do you have any example dishes for each one?
like noodles, definitely first thing comes off to my head is like ramen.
I love ramen.
Oh yeah. And maybe soba.
oh yeah,
those are-
soba noodles. Sorry,
Soba noodles, yeah. Those are probably
I
like the two.
honestly thought you said soba. I was like, wait, what?
So
Playing too much.
you've
Too
been
much
playing
Valorant.
Too much valor. I'm sorry. Go
Playing too
on.
much, even though I'm the
But
one.
yeah,
Continue.
I
I
played
also
yesterday.
like
And you did it.
Continue.
yeah, but also for like pasta, like the traditional like spaghetti or like linguine, and then you get to like the crazy stuff like lasagna and gnocchi. Or if I said that correctly, the potato.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi
Yeah.
is tasty.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
gnocchi a lot.
That's actually probably one of my favorite types
Yeah.
of pasta. But I'm here to ask, like, what are some of your favorite like types of noodles or pasta? I'm gonna start off
Noodles.
with Susan.
Oh my god, I love carbs.
I love carbs.
Noodles specifically. I could live without rice and bread, but noodles. Okay, pasta. I guess I like the texture of it, like thicker. I'm not into spaghetti noodles or thin noodles or pasta. So, alright, talking about actual dishes, cause
We can do that if you want. Like, if
yeah,
if
It could be
like
as whatever
thicker
format you
the
want.
pasta, the better. Well, for me, I'm more
Mhm.
like I need like a certain like chew, like texture. I'm a texture person.
yeah,
So like
Um,
egg noodles, right? Like
Yeah,
Mm,
we're talking like thick boy noodles, like
yeah.
I prefer like udon noodles over like
yeah.
ramen noodles. It's like I guess more flour, I guess.
Rice
Yeah.
flour.
A little side
More
note: I
rice.
bought like a 20 pack of like not a 20 pack, like 20 packages of like the udon noodles over at the store. Yeah,
I
Those
know.
are
yeah. Well, because like I needed to have something else other than like because like the Korean spicy noodles, I always like use 2 noodles for 1 sauce packet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to find something to offset that, the udon noodles. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I like udon noodles, and I like I'm more like how do you say it? Like I'd rather like, have like my fork like stabbing at the pasta than like do like slurping on noodles. Like pasta, same with pasta. Like I don't
Kind of
like
like
the
do the
long
twist and
pastas.
turn type of thing.
Anything, I don't like that. I just like
Mm.
stabbing it and just put it in my mouth.
Oh, so kind of like penne or
Penne, bow tie,
radiatory,
Rotini.
rotini,
Linguine. No, not linguine.
elbows,
Macaroni.
what?
macaroni elbows.
elbow macaroni.
There we
That's
go.
what it's called. Right?
I was like elbows.
that what
This
it's
elbow.
called?
Which I actually was amazed to discover that macaroni and Kraft macaroni and cheese in America is called Kraft dinner in Canada.
Yes,
Really?
you are
What?
correct.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What?
That's a thing.
Yeah, when you say craft dinner, you know exactly it's macaroni and cheese.
There's like this one.
That's
Why are
cool.
you guys so extra? I'm just
The taste
kidding.
is different, by the way. You know what? You guys are extra. Let us have this one thing,
What?
okay?
All right.
I was like, is
Now,
that
going-
Living in
it's
Canada.
like a standard
we're going
dinner?
up to Canada, and we're gonna ask Jess like noodles versus pasta. Like, which ones come to your mind, and what kind of dish like stands out to you the most between the two of those?
Okay.
Which I feel
have
like that
to,
what we're doing.
yeah. I have to agree with Mike. I do love soba noodles. It's really tasty. I especially love cold soba noodles during the summertime. It's just done so well. I believe it's a buckwheat flour, and
Yep.
so it's not overly chewy and it's not dense or anything. It's just perfect. And when it's paired with the right sauces, so good. So that's one of my favorite Asian noodle dishes. When it comes to pasta, when pasta comes to mind, I think of like hearty, satisfying, filling meals. Like pasta to me is a lot more filling compared to noodles, where noodles is just slurp down. Pasta, one of my favorite ones, definitely would have to be I like raviolis. It's so
Ooh, ravioli.
Ooh.
yeah, because it's not just pasta. It's like a nice
Yeah, I
filling in the
forgot
center.
ravioli.
Mhm.
Yes, and paired with again a really nice sauce, whether it be cream or tomato base. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. I can
There's-
eat like a giant
There's
please.
actually, if you guys want, there's this special sauce that I make for like pasta or like for steaks or stuff like that. So basically, what you do is like you take some olive oil, some minced garlic,
Mhm.
like leave it in for like 30 seconds, like aromatic,
Mhm.
get the smells awakened and stuff like that. And then you put in like 2 spoonfuls of cream cheese, and then like
Garlic.
teaspoon of butter, and then some Italian seasoning, a pinch of like crushed red pepper.
Mhm.
Take a little bit of the pasta water, and then just pour that in, and then kind of like stir it up a little bit. And then once like your pasta is all cooked and stuff like that, like it's almost al dente, you pour it drain it a bit, leave some of the water in there, and then put it into the sauce, and then put Parmesan on top, and then you start to like kind of scramble it all together, and then finish off with some salt and pepper. And
That sounds freaking delicious.
Oh,
Leave
yeah.
it to
My
like
mouth
a
is
chef
watering.
on
My mouth is watering as you were saying it.
Got it.
So
oh, you got Susan, you got
I
it?
got it.
Okay.
I was typing as you were talking.
Sometimes I
I'm
have
gonna
like,
have to ask you
the
for that
noodles
recipe
with
later.
the
This is
like
this
something
is
about
not-
flashbacks of that steak that Mike made, like at ALA. I have flashbacks of that sometimes. Yeah, I remember it was really good.
Well, I'll make cinnamon rolls next time. So how about that?
Ooh, cinnamon rolls.
cinnamon and rolls
All right,
sounds so
but
good.
back to
Yes.
Jess. I'm sorry, I took too long.
No, all good. Honestly, you got me invested in this meal, so I'm like, oh, tell me more, Mike.
It's like you got me sold. How much?
Shut up and take my
Actually,
money.
Okay, this is not sponsored, but I actually got that recipe from HelloFresh.
Very
Oh.
nice. Oh, I want to try that one day.
It's really
HelloFresh.
good.
Not sponsored yet.
Not sponsored yet, but it's definitely worth it. But
Definitely
yeah,
worth
going
it.
back to your like pasta and stuff like that. And
I guess that goes for my pasta dishes. I love it when I'm looking for something hearty. I definitely go for pastas. When I want something that's quick, and I guess people would call it hangover food. It just makes you feel better. I love soup noodles, and just like similar to Susan, I could live without rice. But when it comes to nudes, I love my nudes. She's soupy nudes. The soupier, the hotter, the better.
oh my,
Yeah.
Agree 100%.
800%.
I'm so glad that you agree. Yeah, pho noodles, ramen. Obviously, in bias, I like pho better than ramen because I feel like pho is just, I don't know, pho is just more complex in flavors. Personally, for me, I'm sure other people prefer ramen. And
actually pick
honestly,
pho over
every
ramen.
single country does soup noodles differently, and that's why there's such a variety in it. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
in America we have chicken and dumplings. So
Hey, there you go.
CJ.
I mean, it's a cop out because I like anything spicy with it, so I don't know if noodles actually help with it. But it's more udon noodles. Like that's probably like my go-to. Ramen noodles, like not as much because there's not enough ramen shops where I'm at right now. And I don't know. I'm more into like noodles and soup versus like pasta. Like, but don't get me wrong. I do love me a very nice fettuccine alfredo. But yeah, mainly where it's at, it's like the soupy noodles. Because every time we go to the ramen shop together, yeah, you best believe I have a bowl with extra bowl of noodles on the side. like when I visited LA with Susan and Bryant.
Oh, bro, they both got extra noodles.
We both got extra noodles. But like we finished the noodles, we didn't finish the soup. Wait. Random question. Do you guys finish your soup at all, despite how big the bowl is? Like sometimes it's like huge, like especially for pho.
The broth is really good.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends,
But I think
It
ramen
depends.
is like salty, so I don't think a lot of people like drink the soup.
My mom
Maybe
always gives
I'm
me
not a soup person, so I don't know.
You're not a
kinda
soup
biased.
person? Aw.
Or it's like,
Ramen,
I don't
no.
really like
So,
salty
yes.
foods.
Well, because like like what Lewis said, like I'm like 50-50 on it, depending on if the soup is like really good. Because like especially for pho, if I mess up like the ratio with well, the thing is like if I mess up the like the stuff I add in like sriracha, hoisin sauce or stuff like that, if it's too strong, I'll be like, yeah, just the noodles for me today.
Yeah, it's really easy to mess
I like
up
the soup.
the broth.
Yeah.
Like ramen, like it's kind of like too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Udon is like
Udon's not that
here and
bad.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, udon half and half.
Mm-hmm. I think the one that like I haven't tried but I'm really curious about is the ink squid noodles, the black noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
Is
Yeah.
it because you
I
watched?
actually tried it once.
Is it because you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and you saw
No.
Maybe.
CJ?
Yes.
There we go.
No, I was actually curious about those black noodles. Like not just the ink squid noodles, but like any of the other ones that like.
Oh yeah, kind of like the blue corn.
Yes. Exactly that one.
Yeah. Similar to like the blue corn chips that you get.
Yeah. All
Except
like
it's pasta.
yeah. Also like what are those fancy noodles called? There's a specific name for I forgot. Okay, just totally sidetrack that. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lewis.
Okay. Wait, so is it? I see like how like a lot of people are handling this topic. Am I trying to pick which one I like more, or am I trying to just
No, just kind of like what
I look
That's
for both of
friends.
them?
like what noodles like stand out to you when you hear
Yeah.
those two, and what dishes kind of
Okay, yeah.
stick out to you.
Well, I love pho and ramen a lot.
Mhm.
That's some like, really good dishes. I mean, for those as well,
Hometown.
like-
Hometown favorite.
Yeah, there's that, and like I really like those two for noodles. For pasta, I like what really stands out to me is that fettuccine alfredo and gnocchi. I remember the first time gnocchi, it was like I didn't know what it was, but I just saw I was like, oh, this looks really interesting, and like I was like really blown away and stuff. And then I saw like how people cook it, and I was like very interested in like how like people were cooking it because like it just looks like a really cool process.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then like if I really had to pick like between the two, like I'm just gonna say like if I had to pick between two, like because I really like noodles a little bit more, because whenever I have a noodle dish, like one of my favorite parts, like high up there, is the noodles itself. While with pasta dishes, I feel like it's like the sauces and like everything else that's like really highlights it,
Mhm.
not really the actual pasta that much,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the pasta is just kind of there to like help
It's
soak it
there.
up and kind of give it more
Yeah.
of a profile.
Like it's more of a condiment? No, not condiment.
It's kind of like when you dip like bread in like
it's like
sauce or
marrying
something.
the two together, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or kind of like when you dip bread in like olive oil with like Parmesan
Yes.
and balsamic vinaigrette.
Yes. Now with that being
Sorry.
oh my god. So now with that being said, what's probably your best experience when it comes to either noodle or pasta? Like what would be like your best experience up to now?
Noodles for me. I know I mentioned depending on like when this gets released, like depending on what order we release these. There's noodles for me. I've said before, like in Like where I live, there's a place called Vivi's, and like is like the best pho I ever had and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I described it before. Like it's because like it just tastes everything kind of tastes like homemade, which I really like a lot. And I know that for sure because the first time I actually had it was actually at the owner's house first, and
Oh.
then I had it at the restaurant, and it literally just tasted both good, both places, and it tastes exactly the same exact like good quality.
Okay, I was about to say, did one taste better than the other?
No, it tastes exactly the same, and it tastes good.
I would have
It's
said
really
like
good.
the one at the house should taste way better.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Very
I can
consistent,
appreciate
which I
that
like.
consistency.
It's very consistent, which I really appreciate because like it really feels like it's all made from home, like where like either at the restaurant or at the actual house,
Mhm.
at their house, which I really like a lot.
Right. I'd say for me, like this is probably like a really bad cop out because like Olive Garden just like sounds like one of those like casual restaurants. But like there was this one time where like they had what was it called? I don't know the name of it, but like it's basically surf and turf, so it had shrimp, an 8-ounce steak? Yeah, an 8-ounce steak with gorgonzola cheese, and then it had choice of some sort of pasta. Like that one specifically, like I couldn't fathom how delicious it tasted, and like that pretty much when it peaked for me when it came to pasta at Olive Garden, because since then, like I think it became worse. That's why I don't like to go to Olive Garden as often anymore. But like that experience alone was just like, I think they peaked. I don't think they get any better than this because it was $20. It was $20, and it was a surf and turf. Like, bro, how can you not have a good deal on that?
Mhm.
I haven't been to like a lot of restaurants since like pandemic. It's like I had pho for the first time in a long time. Yesterday. It was amazing. It's like the place I always went to before, but it's been months, and the pho it's not that good when you to go it.
Definitely not. It has to be in hot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Out of the pot.
It's especially like I get vegetarian anyways, but like when you get the meat ones, like usually the meat cooks inside the hot broth, but then when you get
It's already
takeout,
soggy
like
when you get home.
it doesn't cook, and it's like you put it in a microwave, it's like it's not good.
Yeah.
No, not good takeout at all.
Olive Garden is pretty good when I take out, but it's okay. It comes kind of cold. So I haven't really had like good pasta or hot noodles in a while.
I think
I
like
miss
the only thing
nuggets.
I've had was just like the spaghetti with the sauce that I told you about, and yeah, because I really haven't gone to like a sit down restaurant since I went back home in July.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just waiting until next year so that way we can all actually go to one and then
Yes,
sit down and pig out.
I'm looking forward to
being
that.
with everybody.
It's like anything to go out, like
Well, if anything else, I think we should go into our next topic. I would say a lot of us have grown up in like the 90s, like to early 2000s.
Okay, Gen Z. Just kidding.
Millennials.
Actually, that's more of a compliment.
Yeah, that's a compliment. You just went up.
I just went up a few notches. Hey,
No.
Mom, I did it.
No, that's the millennials mentality. If you start feeling old, just call yourself Gen Z.
Is that really it?
No, actually, no. I don't know.
I'm just glad I'm not a
Alright,
boomer.
but-
Okay.
Yeah, like I'd say like we look back on like all these like shows that we watched like growing up and stuff like that, and just going like, well, come on, why can't you guys just recapture that lightning in a bottle type of thing, you know? And some of them were actually just kind of like the right place, right time kind of thing.
Exactly.
like I actually have any of you guys watched the Netflix documentary series The Toys That Made Us, or have heard of it?
I've heard of it.
and
Yeah,
I've been wanting to watch it actually.
it's really good. They just the last season that they released, they were talking about Power Rangers and like how it all, like that whole process. Initially, when it was looking for stuff in America, Stan Lee, Marvel Comics Stan Lee, almost bought the rights to do American adaptations of Super Sentai.
Really?
Dude, imagine that.
And
Imagine-
then
Imagine history if that were to come to fruition, dude.
yeah, but
Oh my god.
then Toei was just like, "Hey, we like Spider-Man. Can we do a show of that?" And he's like, "Sure." And so that's why they got like Tokusatsu Spider-Man, the one that has its own giant robot and fights monsters.
That is crazy.
So, but yeah, like for me, like when I think of like shows growing up as a kid, I'm thinking like Batman the Animated Series, Mega Man. Let's see what else. Gundam Wing, Dragon Ball Z, BattleTech, which was like a giant robot TV show.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to Mech Warrior in a way.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I wanted to ask you guys like, were like some of those like shows that you remember growing up watching, or like sitting in front of the TV Saturday morning eating like sugary cereal until you
When
passed out?
did like the well, I don't know when exactly it came out, but it's like growing up, like the original X-Men.
Oh yeah. That was like that was in the
Love
90s. That came out like
song.
92. That's when it came out.
Oh, so I was born. Oh wow. And from what? Not too much Ninja Turtles, but I just remember just waking up. Was I still 90s? Yeah, the late 90s.
Wait, wasn't Ninja Turtles?
Was waking up in the morning for Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Early morning.
Pokemon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Hey Arnold.
Hey,
good.
Arnold.
Yes, Nickelodeon. I love
I love
early
that channel.
Nickelodeon. Yeah.
I actually met I was doing a workshop at Nickelodeon Studios, and I actually met the producer of Hey Arnold.
Really?
Oh,
How was that?
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he's done like a lot of shows around that time. He did like he was also like the producer for like the first few seasons of SpongeBob. He did Angry Beavers.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
He did a little bit of Rugrats here and there, but he's also but he primarily did like Hey Arnold.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Hey Arnold growing up. Lots of like Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs.
Right.
And they're coming back.
Oh yeah, they are.
Animaniacs is
awesome.
coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're coming on Hulu. Or no, wait, HBO Max. Yeah, that's where.
HBO Max. Why is everything going on HBO Max?
I got HBO
Yeah.
Max.
You
Nice.
do? Hey, do you wanna trade accounts? I'll let you have access to my Prime.
I already have Prime, but I'll still let you have
We're
HBO.
not sharing subscription, guys.
No, I said I'll still let you have
Anyway.
it.
HBO, Hulu. We're not doing
Alright,
that.
all right, who else has got a show or a couple of shows that?
Well, for me, like I mainly grow up in the Nickelodeon side of things because like it's usually defaulted to that channel. Well, that's like probably like one of the only channels that I can only navigate to because it's always channel 36, and that's the only one I remember next to Disney. And
For me, that was 34.
it was 34. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was the
For
same
me,
for everything.
No, for me it's 40.
What?
Nickelodeon for me was 40. Yeah.
What? Okay. Anyways, I mean, besides SpongeBob, we covered SpongeBob.
I think it's already stated.
At some point,
throughout
At this point,
series
SpongeBob
that
is our
we
mascot.
all love
yeah,
SpongeBob.
it's on SpongeBob. Okay, all right. Wait. Besides SpongeBob, I think Rocket Power was one of the main
Rocket
ones.
Power.
Yeah, like that's what got me into rollerblading and skateboarding, and like
And
I just wanted.
realized I can't do any of that.
I almost broke my arm doing skateboarding once.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. Like I rather prefer like rollerblading or something like that. Well, because like skateboarding down like even down a quarter pipe is scary as hell if you don't know what you're doing. Because apparently when you do the drop down, you can't just go. You gotta like put gravity towards the board itself. Yeah, I almost ate. Actually, I did eat it, but
Oh man.
yeah, but.
Ooh.
So there's that one. Obviously Rugrats and like it's not an actual like Rugrats all grown up like full episode. It's like when they were imagining
That's special.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's special when they were
Oh, yeah.
imagining about it. I like that one. Like I didn't like the all grown up like season altogether.
Yeah.
Series,
It was
right?
okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was
The
okay,
actual
but like
episode
but
was
like
pretty
I
good.
guess like I could have imagined it being way better with that special.
Mm.
Yeah. And then probably the main one was from Cartoon Network. It's Ed, Ed and Eddie
Mm.
Oh yes.
and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like
Yes,
well,
it's
because
such a
like
place in my heart.
like especially for me, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, as dark as it seems, like there's a whole lot of like lighthearted moments from
Mhm.
like pretty much the love between Courage and protect
Muriel.
Courage and Muriel, like
And
specifically.
even Eustace.
Even Eustace, like, you know, obviously it's like somewhat abusive. Please don't treat your dogs like that. But actually, no, because like my dad would scare Yumi sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He'd be like,
I-
he'd be like, whoa.
I have such like a connection with Ed and Eddie. Well, not like in like I know people and stuff like that, but it was more just like in some ways you could really relate to those kids because you just all lived in like a small neighborhood and
Yeah, and like
Always
you
had that-
only
it-
knew
it-
them.
yeah, and you only knew them, and it was just like summers. You're just like you're riding your bike to the river and stuff like that, and then realize that you shouldn't be in the river and that you will get sick from it. And it turns out I don't get sick that often because of it. And I think it was probably like your radiator or something. But yeah, just that whole idea of just like hanging out with your friends like in the suburbs and just
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's when I was actually
Keeping
like the
off.
most connected with like my neighbors and stuff like
Yeah.
that at that time. So, like all my childhood friends, like I mean, obviously up to like obviously now they're like really busy, but like I always cherish those memories with them.
mhm.
So yeah,
Cool.
Cartoon Network,
Lewis.
Nickelodeon.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I grew up like there's a lot of overlap between all of us. Like I grew up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed and Eddie, and then also Rugrats, SpongeBob. And yeah, also really like Dragon Ball Z and Gundam. And Gundam Wing. Then like some stuff that like we haven't mentioned. I really like Evangelion.
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't get into Evangelion until high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't gotten into it until recently.
I was,
That's
like, on Netflix.
that's mainly because like people started talking about it again, especially
Oh,
yeah,
because of
when
Netflix, yeah.
because
Yeah,
of
it came out.
Netflix.
Because it's hard to find it before Netflix. Actually.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
very hard to find on the internet.
Yeah, you either had to like buy the DVDs off of like Amazon or eBay or
Yeah.
something.
Like at Suncoast or like one of those like very niche
Or-
video
yeah.
stores.
Or
And
like
I
if you
couldn't
go
go
to
in there because apparently it
convention-
was like the 18 and up section. Freaking jerks. Anyways, sorry.
Well, it belongs there to be honest. It does belong. Like
Kind of.
it does belong there. And I also really like Cowboy Bebop. That one's a classic.
That's a classic.
That's a classic. Yeah. And then let's see here. Was Samurai Jack in the 90s? Was it
I
really?
want to say yes. I want to say yes.
It was,
I
like,
want to say
at the
I want to
very,
say
very
It was, like,
end of
a
the
I would
night.
say
like
like 2000s, but I'll consider it 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that one.
If it's in
You know,
boomer,
I don't remember-
if it's on Boomerang, it's
I don't remember
90s.
What year it released? I don't know. If it's even-
Borderline.
If it was in the Boomerang lineup, it's 90s.
Late
like-
20s.
it's
late
gotta be, like,
90s.
2000,
Yeah, late-
2001.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give it a very slight pass
Yeah,
because
I'll
like
give it a pass.
it deserves a spot there because
But yeah, Samurai
Hey,
Jack was awesome
not
on Cartoon Network.
yes.
And there's a
Oh.
video game out for it now.
Yes, I want to
Yeah.
play it so bad, so
And it's
bad.
on all
Good.
consoles.
I saw-
It's on all consoles.
I think I saw
It's awesome.
one of our friends Cody play it through it. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah, he finished it. Like, how long did it take him for him to finish? Actually, do you guys know?
No, I don't.
I don't know. I didn't know he
I
finished
just
it.
know the fact that he finished it. I remember he was racing his friend, I think, to finish it.
Speedrunners, am I right?
Speed run through.
Yeah, you guys are good at speedrunning games, man.
Yeah.
Wait, one cartoon I forgot to mention I watched a lot growing up. It was I forgot what it was called. One Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jackie Chan
Oh,
Adventures.
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Is that-
Yeah,
Oh, that was such a good show.
that was one of the main.
I think it was just in the wrong network, to be
I watched a lot.
honest. Was it for kids or WB?
It was on WB, and then they moved it to Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I
okay.
think like when they first put it to WB, like I
Oh,
did
no,
not
wait,
know
I'm
nothing.
sorry. They moved it into the Toonami block. Actually.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because like I'm pretty sure like when they first did it in WB, it didn't get much traction, to be honest.
Well, I think it was also because like WB was also kind of
Going-
slowing down.
Yeah, slowing down. I wouldn't say going
Man,
downhill,
that
but
show was lit.
yes,
that show was
yes.
That was a great show.
lit. Wait, is it 90s though? Was it actually released in the 90s? I
Early
don't know.
2000s.
Maybe. I
But
don't know.
I'll give it a pass.
I just
because
looked
it
up Samurai Jack. It's actually 2001.
was-
It
Okay,
was
No,
like
it-
that borderline.
Shh, it's okay. It's
Wow.
okay.
we're giving it a pass. We're giving
It's
these
a-
two a
it's the
pass.
honorary-
They're awesome.
It's
Okay.
honorary
They're
90s because it.
awesome shows.
Yes,
Because it was that good. That's why it's honorary.
yes.
All right. Well, speaking of like pop culture and
Yes.
nostalgic
Right,
stuff.
Jess?
Oh, yeah, Jess, did you already
Yes,
go
I-
or?
I didn't go yet, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
Oh,
Go
good,
for
no
it.
worries. I'm gonna speak on behalf of the Canadians. We didn't have the luxury of having like a Cartoon Network or Nick or Disney. Instead, we had our own channel provider networks. So, for example, instead of having Disney Channel, we had something called the Family Channel. Instead of having Nickelodeon, we had YTV. Instead of having Cartoon Network, we had Teletoon. And cartoons were such a big part of my childhood because that was before we all had constant access to the internet. It was also my introduction to anime too, like Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball. I'm not too sure if this is a 90s show or if it's an early 2000s, but I really like the show called Cyber 6, and I feel like it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
underrated.
I remember that show.
You do, right? Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love it. The animation, the storyboard. I wish they continued after like I think it was like
Yeah,
the second
wasn't
first
it
season.
like? I think it was like originally like made in France or something.
Yes, originally in France.
Same with like Code Lyoko.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have the original
Okay.
French theme song on my phone.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
It's on your music. That's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the most memorable things about the cartoons that I watched just in general is like the openings. They're just so
Mm.
catchy. Like X-Men was such a catchy opening.
Yeah.
Even Dexter's Laboratory as well.
Oh yeah, Dexter's.
All these great shows. Yeah. So these are just some of the few that haven't been mentioned, but yeah, you
Yeah.
guys.
I'd probably say like the most like catchy theme song that everybody will probably know, the DuckTales theme song.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
DuckTales.
Oh,
I think we all had that like fantasy of diving in a like pool.
Oh yeah,
like,
of
gold.
money.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys remember Mummies Alive?
What's that?
Mummies Alive. I'm not sure if you guys
Oh
remember that one.
yeah, I remember that show.
Or
I-
Gorgile.
I just-
Gargoyles.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I actually forgot about gargoyles until you mentioned it. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's a
Oh,
lot
That
been
was actually
mentioned, though.
fire.
There's another one. There's actually two. One was called Pepper Ann,
Oh yes,
Yes,
Fred.
yes.
Physics over
Uh,
7th grade.
Yes, that one. And
Dormant?
another one called The Weekenders.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna mention that. I love that pizza
I
shop.
love that show. All right, so for those of the three that are in here that have no idea what the hell we're talking about,
Weekenders.
The Weekenders came out in like the early 2000s. It was on, well, for me, it was on Toon Disney or Disney Channel, stuff like that. And basically, the whole premise of the show is just like these kids
Remember
hanging
this?
out every weekend after school. Like they would either go out for pizza, and the pizza shop would always change like their theme and stuff like that. Like one was like a courthouse, the other one was like what,
Caveman themed,
like
space
cavemen
themed.
themed, space themed, Olympic ice rink themed.
Mhm.
And then they would drink this stuff called chugga freezes. And
Chugga
I-
freezes.
They
Yo.
get
And
brain
they would-
freeze.
they go to like the museum, the arcade,
Oh, the museum.
yeah, like they would try all these different foods from all over the world and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
like they would always say like, and then the next day they would say like, all right, and today is Saturday or today is Sunday and all that.
Yeah, what was it? Because like I actually remember watching Weekenders, but I don't remember like really like any good details. I think it's just
Mhm.
because I was so young.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
Mhm.
very young.
Oh yeah, you're the young gun of this group here.
Oh, and
You're the
we also-
baby.
I was
forgot-
very young.
Two other things someone just said to us. Recess
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I love Recess.
and Doug.
Doug
There
has
you
my
go.
feels, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doug.
Patty. Is that her name?
Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty
There you
mayonnaise.
go. Patty
Yes.
Mayonnaise.
Peter Valentine.
Mhm.
Roger Clocks.
Raj.
Oh yeah. I forgot a few other shows. All that.
Oh yeah. That was like kids SNL.
That's yeah, kids
Yeah,
SNL,
or the
and that's not to mention like it's probably like one of the better sketch shows and like versus like anything else. And
I-
It's probably the most creative one,
yeah,
though.
not yeah. Well, like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty meta at that time. And then Double Dare.
I don't think I've ever watched Double Dare.
You have to watch it because I always imagine myself like I wonder what that
Oh, yeah.
slime is like, bro.
Oh yeah, what was it?
I heard it was cold.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh wait,
people
there's
get
one thing I
slimed.
want to mention. You guys know Codename Kids Next Door?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently that's 90s. I didn't know. I always thought it was the early 2000s thing. Apparently 90s. Like my friend and I fact searched this like a few weeks ago. Apparently released in 98.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
Who's your number? Just curious.
Number 4.
My boy.
Number 4
I think I
number
like
4 was cool.
I think I like number 4 the most because like I don't know. I just feel like I relate to him the most. You know.
Mhm.
As
What?
well as like
The rebel?
Yeah.
Of course, he was.
The,
I like his
the
accent.
rebel and boastful. Yes,
The
his accent
only-
was.
The only Australian on the team.
Yeah.
What was that? I always liked the lore of it. You know.
Oh yeah. It's just like
The lore was really cool.
Mhm.
Like how like every buddy's
how
name was like
interconnected everything was, and
yeah. I liked how like what was it? I like how like all their names, like all their actual names were cooperated to their numbers. You know.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like Nigel Uno.
Nigel Uno.
And stuff like that, and yeah, and then apparently like I remember signing this petition, but they wanted because there was like I think it was like a storyboard or something that released of like more Codename Kids Next Door, you know. And I remember it like reaching the goal.
Oh
And
yeah.
then
Oh
years,
yeah.
I'm still waiting for that.
All right. I got 2 more, and then we should probably move on.
Yeah.
sounds good.
We can like
There's-
name like shows
Yeah.
all day long, dude.
All right. This is
Yeah.
our last 2,
Not gonna
and then,
end.
then we got to move on.
Yeah.
There's a show called Megas XLR.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, it's about this robot from the future. Goes to our timeline in New Jersey, in a junkyard, and like this gearhead video game enthusiast hot rod kind of guy named Coop, he finds the giant robot in the junkyard, gets it for $2, and pretty much soups it up to look like a muscle car, pretty much. While he fights like aliens and things like that, and they also make fun of like Halo at the time when Halo was very popular.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a giant space donut. It's a ring world. Hey, you cannot have a big enough donut. And God, what was the last one? All right, I lost it. It doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna remember it after we finish recording.
Rocket power. I'm just
In the
kidding.
middle of your sleep.
Middle of his sleep.
He wakes up.
Johnny Bravo!
He's like, I remember.
Scooby-Doo!
And everyone's like, Mike, it's
He's like,
3 in the morning. Go back
Scooby-Doo,
to sleep.
What's in Scooby-Doo?
It was Scooby-Doo?
Oh God, damn it! I lost it. Okay, we're moving on. It's over.
Moving on.
Yes.
I'm sad. I feel bad for you because I'm pretty sure you really wanted to talk about that one.
Yeah, I know the
I
feeling.
know. Yeah,
Is it Beast Wars?
it's not Beast Wars. But that was a
God
good
dang
show.
it.
Don't go down that rabbit hole, CJ. You know we'll take hours talking about all
Alright.
of our favorite
But
cartoons.
speaking of like pop culture and stuff like that, we've always talked about like how it would be crazy if like some of these like worlds like collided and things like that. So in this case, let's talk about certain pop culture in like one universe. Like how would that look? Like for
Yeah,
a
we
good
say that as in,
example,
like not a multiverse, as in like
not
they all
like if
have
they all happen it. Like I swear to you, there's during like the 90s when like DC and Marvel Comics actually like, did crossovers with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So like Spider-Man would hang out with Batman, and like and like the Justice League and the Avengers would fight, and then like the Teen Titans and the X-Men would fight because the X-Men back then were actually teenagers at the time.
Not old fart. I'm just kidding. They're
No.
not old farts. I'm sorry, Loki fans. Anyways,
I'm sorry, Wolverine.
I know, I was going to say Wolverine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's actually a universe where all that stuff that happened in each Marvel, like the Marvel and the DC universe, all happened in the same Earth. So like the invasion of Galactus happened. Where was the Justice League? Who cares? Let's see. Darkseid showing up, destroying everything. Where were the Avengers? They were just hanging out in Stark Tower or Avengers Mansion and stuff like that. Gotham City and New York, were they next to each other or were they far apart? Or was it a very good magic trick? Who knows? Anyways, but yeah, what are some universes that would inhabit the same universe to you guys?
Inhabit the same universe?
Yeah,
well, DC and Marvel
because
is,
they
like,
all like hang out in like the same Earth.
yeah.
So think like Crisis of Infinite Earths type of thing.
Yeah.
I wanna see like the entire Shonen Jump like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we just
Any
covered.
shonen anime together.
Yeah,
I think we just covered
I'm pretty sure we just covered like pretty much the Smash Brothers of anime, like with Shonen
Pretty
Jump.
much.
Was it?
Pure chaos.
I just think it'd be really cool and kind of funny if every because there's always the archetype of the angsty side character who's actually one of the most like lovable characters.
Yeah.
I just want to see all those interact.
Yeah, but like I think it's mainly like I think in that sense it's just like the direction of who's actually the good quote unquote good guy, because like everyone's fighting for like their own like own
But here's the thing, like with every like crossover event, like all the good guys who meet, they have to fight each other. All the bad guys, they say, "Hey, you're bad, I'm bad. Let's do some bad stuff and watch them fight each other."
Yeah.
Okay.
And then turn on each other once we're done.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Nice poster.
Not a,
Oh, sorry. Nice blanket.
whatever.
Anyway,
That's Snuggy.
But
So
yeah,
actually something me and my friend were talking about, or it's kind of like life in another like, universe, or if when universe was together, I was like, what about Mortal Kombat? That would be intense.
Yeah.
Mortal
getting
Kombat.
ripped out.
Why is getting?
Exactly.
I
Lots
think
of
no. I think no
decapitation.
one would exist after that.
I was like,
Oh.
there's Mortal
Everybody
Kombat,
And
there's
it-
Earth, and there's Netherrealm, and
Mhm.
there's Outworld. I was
Well,
like, what would everything combined to Mortal Kombat be like?
Sorry, I'm just like imagining
just
like very PG characters getting ripped up.
Was it?
No.
There's
Set
like
up
different
pretty
universes in Mortal Kombat, so
It's like those remember those episodes of Death Battle on YouTube
Oh,
From-
yeah,
from
I love
Screw
the
Attack,
battles.
from Screw
They
Attack.
still do
Yeah,
those.
they still do those.
They
Like it just
do.
reminds me of those like death animations from like all the quote unquote good guys. So I'm just like, oh no, that's gonna be like that, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
like Mortal Kombat has like DC characters too. Like
Oh yeah, that's true. They had like
I still can't
They
get
had,
over it.
they had that
Funny.
crossover. The worst
Yeah.
game ever.
Weird.
Was it really that bad? Oh man.
It sucked,
What?
in my opinion.
Weird.
Oof.
Now it's just gonna be like Scorpion versus Joker.
Well, yeah, Scorpion and
Oh.
Sub-Zero actually crossed into like the Injustice universe.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I mean, in that sense, it actually
yeah.
worked out pretty well. Well, like I guess like the premise of DC Mortal Kombat versus DC, and then Mortal Kombat 9 coming shortly after. Like pretty much it's just like, oh, that's just literally a toned down version of Mortal Kombat 9, which probably was like, you know, the comparison between the two. So I don't know. I think it's just because of that that gave it such bad reviews. Not to mention, like, how the hell does Joker take on a sorcerer? Like, so how? By the love of God, can take on like Dark Khan? Get out of here with that. No, I don't think. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I had to go on a tangent there. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
See, it's something to think about. See?
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely something about.
All right, Lewis, what do you got?
But yeah, like I said, it would just be cool. Like, yeah, just having like different archetypes like to meet up together, you know, and so, or like two characters. Well, I mean, that's two characters from the same archetype, you know, meet up together and like maybe like
Yeah.
combine forces, you know, or even fight each other. I thought that would be cool. And so I still have the idea of like having every angsty side character from an anime be in one like universe, or be on one Earth. I just think it'll be hilarious. It'll be fucking cool. It'll be freaking cool.
I feel like Vegeta would lead that group.
Actually, you're right. You
think it'd be
are
really
right.
like it would be Vegeta, Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You
Easily.
second rate
Steve.
duelist.
Second rate.
I think they'll butt
Um,
heads.
who else? What else?
Okay.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Yeah,
any Uchiha, honestly.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah. And honestly, like also like I feel like this is also like into this topic, but like it stems off from this meme was like first of all I did not watch this movie yet. I've been meaning to watch it. I've been wanting to watch it for so long, but like it's like this one funny meme is like reenacting a scene from like one of the end credits of Marvel and stuff, where like it's Sonic the Hedgehog being like, who are you? And it's just Nick Fury right there with Detective Pikachu. It's like, Nick Fury, I'm here to talk to you about the Smash Bros. Initiative. Like imagine if that was like a movie too. That
I
would be
love that idea. That sounds
freaking
grand.
lit. I still need to watch Sonic the Hedgehog. I've been wanting to watch it.
Hey,
It's-
Marvel, Sega,
Was it worth watching?
you should take
It's
notes.
actually not bad.
Okay. Especially
it's
with the
not bad. Yeah,
Yeah, especially with
it's
the
more
revamp.
palatable with the redesign.
Yeah, with the revamp.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jess, what do you got?
I'm gonna keep it more PG. I love Kingdom Hearts for this reason. The fact that all the Disney characters and Square Enix characters and even a couple other franchises were able to be mushed into one universe, and just to
Yeah,
see how
that-
they
Yeah.
collaborate with each other.
So
So
cool.
cool.
Because like when before that, when you thought like Disney with Final Fantasy, no,
Right.
No, no,
Yeah.
it's like a married couple, man. Oh my god,
It worked.
It worked.
It works.
somehow it worked, and
They actually make Mickey badass. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
the magician he is.
they made Donald and Goofy actually.
No, they're actually like characters. They're not.
Functional.
They're not side.
Yeah, they're actually like in the story.
Except that one time when Donald keeps dying when he was fighting against Sephiroth. That's just saying. Just saying. That's in Kingdom Hearts 2 if you guys don't know the lore. Anyways.
But there was a meme. There was a meme about how like find a friend who supports you as well as Donald. Like Donald will be like nearly 0 HP, but he's healing you nonstop as you're dying in battle.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that's
He's there for
dedication
you.
right there.
He's there for you, even though he's taking his last dying breath.
He's like, let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread.
I wish I could do a Donald Duck impression. I always see people do it so well, you know?
Yeah,
I could do it.
Wait, I just had a thought. What if like the universe from like the Power Rangers and then the people from He-Man?
Oh my god, that would be
Oh my god.
insane.
Like, can you imagine like the clashing of like what's right and what's wrong? Wait, who would Zordon side with though? If that's the case,
I think he'd probably be with the Masters.
exactly.
And the Command Center and Castle Grayskull would fuse into one.
I love it. I love it.
Oh man.
Do we have anything else for that? I know there's one more, but I'm trying to like process it right now.
Yeah,
We're talking about universes in our heads right now. Okay.
yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, I always thought it would be cool, like, what was it? Goku and Saitama together.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, if they
Dude, they would just like steamroll anybody in their way, dude.
Oh no, Goku,
the world would be
Saitama, and All Might.
just.
Oh,
And
I
Superman.
believe it.
And
oh god.
Talk about a steamroller. You're talking about steamroller with spikes. Like if it was like a zombie apocalypse, they have no chance.
No.
Well, unless you count DC's Deceased, which is it's another universe in itself where it's basically if Darkseid found the anti-life equation and turned everybody into zombies.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Might as well
And-
put like Resident Evil in there.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then, but then imagine if Superman looked at the anti-life equation and got turned into a zombie. What do you think would happen?
Oh,
I think
snap.
humanity would be done for. I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
you guys are
unless-
screwed. I'm sorry,
but-
guys. You guys are screwed.
But it also is the
But what about
That's
like,
also the
Batman?
universe where
Battle
Damian
Protocol?
Wayne becomes Batman and his son John becomes Superman.
Oh, whoa.
And they establish a new Justice League and it has like Deathstroke and John Constantine and a lot of
No.
characters you wouldn't realize would work.
We'll leave you guys at that just to ponder because my mind's blown right now just thinking about it.
Dude, I don't even know how to process that.
How do you process that? Like God Constantine. Oh my god, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Like pretty much, yeah.
John Constantine versus Doctor Strange. Now that's something to think about.
Oh my gosh.
What's reality at this point? If you're talking about that, what's reality?
Well, I think that's the story for another time.
That's the
So
story for another time.
That's where we gotta end it right there.
Yeah, my head hurts. Pew pew pew. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of the podcast for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like,
Yes.
subscribe, comment if you
On
guys
YouTube.
enjoyed this.
Listen on SoundCloud. So you want the audio only version?
Domino's, listen to Lewis.
Yeah, Domino's. Domino's, where you at?
Follow
Where
us
you
in our
at?
follow us in our socials below.
Where you at, Domino's?
And on that note, I'm CJ.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Mike.
Susan.
Just you're muted.
You did? Wait.
There
Yeah,
you
there
go.
you go.
I'm just.
And until until next time, guys, we will see you guys in another world. Bye bye.
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 What an outro! I love it.